Here's what happens when a child's identity is formed before they are given a huge set of rules or activities to do. All right, Charlie, can you tell Mommy what happened when we went into the store?
Mommy, when I went to the store and a man uh, uh, offered me, uh, wait, the blue man offered me lollipop.
And what happened?
I said no to it.
You said no to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why did you say no to it?
Because it hurt my teeth.
What else did you tell him? I think you explained very beautifully to him, and the man understood and had a lot of respect for you.
I don't want my teeth to get rotten. Candy is not even a real food.
It's not even a real food.
It's not even a real food. It's bad for my teeth.
I didn't have to say anything. You just declined. You said, no, I won't take it. And he put it back down. And he asked you why. And you gave him a very nice explanation, respectfully. Guess what? The man respected you.
That's
what he said.
I'm glad he did.
I am glad too. And I'm very happy that you did that. The most important thing I want to share about this video is not so much that Charlie was able to say no, but about formation in a child as young as Charlie. If you're parenting a child who is still in their formative years, it's important to prioritize forming the identity first. Once the identity is formed, the activities, in some cases, even write themselves. We do this because we are that. The activities have a lot more meaning to them, and the child has way more understanding than simply checking things up. Now, I do understand that there is a stage where the child just needs to learn to do, and learning to just do things is part of the formation. So it's like a cycle, but I really want you to focus on the child's identity. What kind of identity are you building in your child? Yes, activities can later on form or become something in the child, but I believe that with our little experience, teaching Charlie who he is first disposes him or predisposes him, postures his heart toward a certain direction. He does certain things because he thinks from a certain place. Our family culture, who we are, our values all inform the identity of a child. Of course, together with his own peculiar individuality and giftings. But I think it's very important to spend time looking into your child's identity. What formation is in place? What are you forming in the child? If we can get that and begin to teach the child based on that, there's a lot more understanding. And when they do things, you don't even have to be there over time, which is the goal that every parent, I believe, ultimately strives for. You don't always want your child to do what you teach them only when you're around or present. But even much more, as Paul, would tell the Philippians. I think it was great that Charlie had the initiative, and this is not the first time he's done this. We've gone to the soccer stadium to watch a game with my friend, and soda, or I think it was Coke or something like that, was offered, and Charlie said, "We don't drink soda. We don't drink soda." That's not a rule. He's not speaking out of rules. He's speaking out of culture. There is a culture in the home. We don't drink soda. We don't eat candy. People would offer him candy and he would bring the candy to us because we've taught him. And it's not just some vague teaching without any, understanding. No, we've taught him how eating too much candy can undermine your oral health and all of that. Sometimes, of course, he's a child. We let him have something. It's not that he doesn't eat any sweet at all, but he has a solid understanding of that, and he chooses to say no, which is a very important quality. A 5-year-old child, being able to say no, given all the impulses and the desires, he's looking at the candy, he knows this would taste really good, and he says, no, I get it. It's probably going to be really sweet. It's going to be nice, but I choose to say no. I think that's profound, and I encourage every parent to prioritize their child's identity. Don't just shove rules down their throat. Teach and forge their identity. If they believe they are this, then they will act in line with that. Another example is we treat our household as a sanctuary. We are ministers in every regard, whether we are home, whether we are at church, and Charlie thinks from that place, right? So reading the Bible is not like some chore. We taught him to understand. Of course, he's a child, he's still learning. So it's not like we are holding him to a very high standard that he cannot meet. But even at 5 years, he understands that because I'm a minister, I have to learn the Bible. I have to love the Word of God, and I do love the Word of God. I respect it, I honor it, and much more, I strive to do what the Word says I should do. That becomes the foundation upon which other activities can be formed or built, and it's a solid ground. When the identity is formed, you can do much more, way more than rules that have no grounding, no substantive meaning. There isn't much meaning even to the child, and they're wondering, why are you making me do this? And there isn't understanding. And all these happen. And by the way, all these things happen through consistent teaching, conversation, and just really engaging the child. It's work, is what I'm saying. And it's work that I believe parents need to embrace, because the upside, the long-term value is just priceless. Thank you.